I'm gonna teach y'all how to be a spooky spook. It is tutorial time again, and this month we're gonna do some Jack Skelington makeup, just because, well, Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween, Christmas. So, to start off, when putting on any makeup, you want to start with primer. Primer basically keeps your makeup all nice and in place and purty. Then, what you see me doing here is applying the first layer, that's right, first layer, multiple layers, of white face paint. Body paint or face paint, you want to use a porous sponge. What that means is basically the ones with the holes in it. After you apply the first layer, you want to use setting spray, which you can find at Walmart. And what this does is it basically, once it dries, it keeps all your makeup very well in place. After you've let that dry and settle, then you apply another layer of face paint. Now, because I used cream face makeup, it was really hard to apply the powder. But if you use a blush brush and you apply it very lightly, it works pretty well. I like to personally do this in between layers because I find that it makes the second layer stick better. Using a medium brush and a thin brush, I apply black eyeshadow for the detailing in my face and neck. A really good way to do this is to follow the natural creases in your skin. This will add a lot more depth to your makeup. Another little trick is actually curving or contorting your body so that you can follow your natural creases more easily. Once you've gone over your creases in a lighter shade, you want to take a darker shade of either black or gray and go over them again, and especially in the in-depth areas, places like the base of your throat and the ridges of your collarbone. If you want a more extreme look, then go with darker shades. And of course, we can all do with a little contouring in our lives. Make sure to pucker up that fishy face to get a really good contour. As you can see, I'm contouring at a square angle because I want to look really thin. Now we want to start on the eyeball sockets. And basically, yeah, you just smear a whole lot of black around in there. Get right on in there. Always pay attention to the shape of your character's eyes and features. I noticed that Jack has sort of a point at the tip of his eye socket, so I made sure to include that. And using a teeny tiny brush, you want to do the nose holes, I guess? Nostrils? There you go, nostrils, that's the right word. Now this is the little bit more tedious part, adding the face structure or mouth lining or whatever it is you want to call it. You want to use a really good liquid eyeliner for this. The one that I got in particular, I believe, may have been from Walmart. I also have one from, I think, Avon. And anyways, the one that I use, basically once it dries, it stays on pretty darn good. So definitely get one that's maybe waterproof. You just paint a whole bunch of lines down your face, kind of like stitches. Do try to be very careful doing this though, as it is, again, pretty tedious and you want to have nice clean marks. I tried painting my lips black, and in the end I didn't end up liking it a whole lot. I wanted to make it a little bit thinner, so I ended up doing that. Now you want to take some light gray eyeshadow, and what this does again is just add some more depth. It also gives you that fabulous undead look. Now, for those of you who are squeamish, this might be a bit more difficult. This is pencil liner, and you put it right up in your eyeball there, and you just draw it all in, and yeah, it looks kind of gross. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's going to cover up those under eyelids and make you look a little more authentically eyeball-less. And of course, you always want to do a little bit of blending in your makeup. So for the cheekbone area, I took some more white face paint and dabbed it on, and sort of, I didn't smear it because that will just be hell and a half. But yeah, you just kind of dab it on and you just pat it. You pat it real nice. And don't forget the all-important sealing spray. Then you just throw your costume on with some finishing touches and you're good to go. Ooh, you are now a spooky spook. As usual, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments or feel free to directly message me.